Good morning. I am Dalpi. I'd like to present about ethics and corporate culture. Table of contents are introduction, ethics, corporate culture, ethical behavior and leader, workplace culture, conclusion, and references. So, introduction. Every organization has a culture fashioned by a shared pattern of beliefs, expectations, and meanings that influence and guides the thinking and behaviors of the members of that organization. If the goal of corporate culture is to cultivate value, expectation, belief, and patterns of behaviors that best and most effectively support ethical decision making, it becomes the primary responsibility of corporate leadership to steward this effort. In an organization, culture is the most important thing which leads the business in a right direction and shapes the employee to be better employees for adding more value to the growth of the organization and the individuals who work for the organization to operate the organizational business more effectively and efficiently. So here, ethics. What is ethics? Ethics is a traditional area of philosophical inquiry that delves into normative rules of behavior. Ethics is about how people ought to behave, and so it focuses on duties and the boundaries of right and wrong. Ethical debates can quickly become intractable even after thousands of years of recorded scholarly discourse on the matter. So, ethics is the most important thing for organization that will support for the morality of employees to have a better behavior in performing their duties and responsibilities. As individuals need to have honesty, compassion, and loyalty on what they are doing and for the organization to improve their behavior in relationship with others to contribute the growth of the organizational business. So the next slide here is corporate culture. Corporate culture is a continuous, dynamically evolving phenomenon. It does not arise or disappear at a certain moment, but requires continual development. Each enterprise creates its own culture, which has its own specificity, originality, and uniqueness, and has important effects on the performance, competitive advantage, economic development, and success of the entire enterprise. Corporate culture is essential for the organization or the enterprise to evolve the continual development of the business management with individual knowledge and understanding of the business operation in cooperation with the organizational culture and beliefs to perform the effectiveness and importance of culture in business operation. Ethical behavior and leader. Maintaining brand and reputation, recruiting and retaining desirable employees, helping unify a firm's global operations, and creating a better working environment for employees, and doing the right thing in addition to doing things right. One of a leader's primary responsibilities, therefore, is to be a role model by setting a good example, by keeping promise and commitments, by maintaining his or her own standard, and by supporting others in doing so. Ethical behavior is crucial to operate the business successfully. In an organization, rules and regulation gives an opportunity for employees to do the right thing and doing things right for their daily duties and responsibilities. Ethical leaders need to be role model by setting a good example so that employees can imitate from them and have a trust, faith on them, which will fundamentally become their primary responsibility. Workplace culture. No culture in business or elsewhere is static. Cultures change, but modifying culture, indeed having any impact on it at all, is a bit like moving an iceberg. The effect of this workplace culture on decision making cannot be overemphasized. It is necessary to have an ethical culture for organization and also important to consider the value of organizational culture when there is decision-making process. As everyone knows, culture is the backbone of an organization, which leads to the success of the organization to achieve its goals and objectives in business. It is important to have a strong culture from the business leaders, which can have more impactful on the overall success of the organization to be more successful for individual and the organization. And here the conclusion. Ethical behavior in an organization is the most fundamental requirement to operate the business successful. As the organization is composed of many groups and people to cooperatively work together for achieving a certain business profit and reputation. When there is misconduct or unethical practice, the organization begins to lose trust and reputation, which is better from other organizations, community, employers, and employees. So, ethical behavior, ethical behavior and culture become inevitable for the organization to achieve the organizational goals successfully. So these are the reference I have here from Berkeley 2001, Hartman 2021, Lori Corver 2022, Pascal 2011, and Ethical Business Ethics Whistleblowing from 2015. Thank you very much.